Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. The double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Aina. The title of the video is The Strangeness of His Salvation. All right. And basically, people worldwide are trying to figure out what the spaceships in the skies are, right? And they are the chariots of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And they're here, right, to destroy the armies of the nations, right, and whoever else may get the wrath of Yahweh Shai upon his return. And they're also here to pick up the elect, right, and save them from the destruction that's at hand, which will be the nuclear weapons, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, in a proverb of reproach." So it's going to be strange when these the chariots of the Lord, which they're, calling orbs and things like that, right, which we refer to sometimes as spaceships, picks us up and deliver us from the troubles, right, the nuclear destruction. And they're going to realize that we are the Lord's chosen, especially when we come back and bind their kings, and put them in chains, right, for servitude. It says, "And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, in a proverb of reproach. We fools counted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?" Right, so this is what they're going to say when they figure out exactly what these things are, and they come to deliver us up out of here, right?
So the alien situation is getting pretty wild right now, with pilots seeing multiple traffic reports actually of unidentified expanding spheres over the Gulf, and this was today. The thing is, since November last year, we've been seeing more and more UFO sightings, and people want to know, are we looking at drones or are we looking at something else? And
rapaz, eu tô achando que aquela lá da você tá vindo pra cá, olha o tamanho de que vem voando aqui em cima de Jabim. Ali.
What is that? What the?
Now, if you've been following the topic closely since last year, we've been seeing several people recording videos of these things coming in and out of the ocean. At the time, it was being said that they were just drones.
See, even the police, they're going crazy.
But now, just this week, we got videos of the same things, the same glowing spheres in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Check this out. Then all of a sudden we got this 3-eye atlas situation, which is pretty bizarre.
So we're going to watch for it. The energy in must equal the energy out, according to the ordinary theory. But if that's not true, if there's more energy going out than in, it means that there's energy boost coming from whipping around the sun, and that requires intelligence.
Right now, all eyes are on 3-eye atlas. If this thing picks up energy when it curves around the sun, that would mean it's not a comet. But if it's not a comet, then what is this thing? And is it possible that it's not a coincidence that these UFOs, whatever they are, they've been massively leaving the ocean towards inland since last year? It's as if these things are moving. But why? What do they know that we don't? So let's deep dive into this and let's try to find out. Let's begin with the basic, and that would be the latest sightings, including the one in Fort Lauderdale. So Stephen posted this on October 28th, and this is apparently coming from an article. Thousands of unidentified submerged objects are lurking off America's coastlines. I tracked down the original video, and apparently it's coming in from these guys. Yeah, that is weird.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, it could be someone with a flashlight, right?
You're like a tornado or something. I don't see nothing. I just see like a flashlight. Oh, and it's moving. Yup.
It's moving up.
There, bro. It's like a light. I think it's a light. It's a flashlight.
Wait, he got pretty close here, and at this point, I think we should be seeing at least a person, divers. All I see is a source of light. And it actually looks as if it could be a sphere of light down there. Now, it could be, of course, an LED light or something like that. But being that these divers are there every night, and I'm guessing they are every night over there, they never saw it. It got them startled. Whatever these things are, it could just be one of these orbs that we're seeing flying around all over the world.
What the hell? Yo, what is this? It's not making any noise. I am not playing. This is just feet above me. What? My God is happening. Dude, it's not making any noise. This is not a drone, my people. Look at this. Look at this. It's just, I am bugged out.
Yeah, so not saying it's one of those things, but it could be. Let's take a look at the rest of the video.
It's like a flashlight.
Yeah, it looks like a flashlight.
It's that, look, there's two. Let's go to that one, Monty. Let's check that one over there. Because that one over there just cut off and then it turned back on. It looked like a flashlight.
Posted by Ayo Girl 1234 on October 13th, we got this bizarre sighting.
What is that?
I have no idea. That's weird.
What the f?
It's going pretty quick, isn't it? I mean, where is this? Let's take a look at this. So there's people saying they saw the same thing in Orange Park.
Yeah, and I seen that one too. One time in my travels, I seen one that moved like this. It was going fast as hell. It went over me. You know, it just went over me, and I see it go out in the distance. You know, kind of look like that.
Where would that be? Okay, Florida. So this could be a rocket launch. Yep, this is a rocket launch. But I guess this is something different. And this is coming in from Brazil, posted 3 hours ago to Reddit. Pretty good video. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, the one I seen was definitely not a rocket launch.
Tô achando que aquela lá tá vindo pra cá. Olha o tamanho de que vem voando aqui em cima de Arim.
This could be, this looks like one of those Tic Tac ones that the military seen. That they was trying to chase down with their F-35 and they couldn't, right? Because how it was turning and whatnot.
Ali.
What in the world is that?
Lá com a Rússia. Eita porra.
I mean, is it a balloon?
Agora vem, vê o tamanho de
I mean, it could be like plastic bag, a balloon, or something like that. The problem is at this point,
The problem is these people are trying to make out what they're seeing, right? They're trying to, basically put their mind at ease of what it could be because they have no clue to what's happening.
kind of shines like it's a metallic. Here, look at that. It doesn't look like a plastic bag, does it? It's not shining like it's shining like a metal. Look at that.
Olha o tamanho de que vem voando aqui em cima de Arim. Ali. É míssil.
And at this moment over here, it looks as if it turns and goes up just a little bit as if it's controlled. It's being controlled by something or someone. I could be wrong. Let's take a look at this again. Right here. It looks as if it turns and goes up. Do you see that? And the thing is, looking at the trees, it doesn't look like it's super windy. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a super windy day looking at the trees. Take a look at that. Yeah, no, it's pretty normal. Looks like an out of focus jet aircraft. It could also be an airplane. But if it isn't, then it's a pretty similar sighting that happened in Brazil. Now, this was in... Okay, so this is interesting. So this sighting in California, even though it could be just an airplane, it was here. And the one in Brazil, and these things are days apart, I'm guessing, it happened over here. Now, taking into consideration that this is one of the regions that these things are coming from, and that there's a supposed underwater ancient city with pyramids that was found in this coastline, it could actually suggest that whatever it is that we're seeing, these orbs, UFOs, it might just be that these things are actually remnants of an ancient civilization.
But what do you think this might be?
I mean, here we can only speculate wildly. If we look at the numbers, like just from the northern hemisphere, we have 35,000 transients. So I would...
But what if it isn't? What if there are massive structures off of the coast of Yucatan, off of the coast of Cuba? What if there's something down there in the Gulf of America? If these things are actually coming from down there, there should be more videos or evidence of such a thing. And well, 20 hours ago posted to Reddit, unidentified expanding spheres over the Gulf of America on October 28th, just today. This was seen by multiple pilots. I'm guessing, of course, that this might actually have something to do with rocket launches. If not, then we're possibly looking at alien spheres or some sort of advanced technology. And this leads us directly to 3i Atlas and the possibility of this thing being an alien ship.
Okay, are you ready for this? So we're days away from a once-in-a-lifetime moment. 3i Atlas is about to graze the sun, and it's getting more and more interesting, frankly, strange by the...
Yeah, it is.
Let's go through what's verified, what's speculation, and why everyone is watching 3i Atlas so closely right now.
Perfect, let's do that. And is it possible that it's not a coincidence that these UFOs, whatever they are, they've been massively leaving the ocean towards inland since last year? It's as if these things are moving. But why?
Because they come different shapes, different sizes, different colors. They do different things, and this is just the power of Yahweh Bashmel Shai. Regarding chariots, right? And even the military personnel describing the way how they move and what they do and all of this. They go in the water, out the water. They stop on the dime, turn on the dime. 1 point to the next point and 0.0 seconds. Whatever the case may be. All these different things that they're doing, right? And these are the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Awashad, right? And he's making himself known, and the people are seeing. And of course, we have Daniel 12 that tells us, knowledge shall be increased. And because of technology and the media and the cameras and all of that, you're able to see all of this stuff being basically televised, right? And put to the internet and whatnot. Daniel 12:4 says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut the word and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." And we're at the time of the end now where knowledge is being increased. This is Ezekiel 1:4. It says, Ezekiel 1:4, "And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber out of the midst of the fire." Right. So these are describing the chariots here, right? And the beings inside the chariots, and the angels, and that's what a fire enfolding itself in amber, and the different colors. and all of that. So these are the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? And let me get this Daniel 7:13. So Daniel 7:13, it says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven. Right, and this is going to Yahushua coming with the clouds, and every eye shall see him. Right, Revelations 1:7 says Yahushua will come in clouds, and every eye shall see him. And the clouds are the chariots. Right, it's a reference to the chariots. It says, and I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom. And so he was brought to Yahweh, right? And what was given to Yahushua? And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. And that's when I went into the fact that these chariots are going to come and beam up the elect to save them from the nuclear destruction. And when we come back with power, we're going to put the nations into subjection, right? Because the next kingdom will be, built up, right? And that's the kingdom of the Israelites, right? Of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. It says, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, right? So it won't be an end to this kingdom, kind of not like now where people are talking about, oh, this is the end of the American empire. They're feeling it, right? Because this is a kingdom that can end, but the kingdom that's coming after this empire is the kingdom of Yahushua, and it won't end. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, in his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Right. So no one's going to come back up and gain power again after a few years in the kingdom and try to overthrow Yahushua, and all his greatness and all of that. It's impossible. So it'll be an everlasting kingdom. But hey, I just want to bring this out. The chariots are here. I pretty much played most of the whole video. I'll throw this in the description box, So just blowing the horn on that, boosting your faith and all of that. So shalom to the oath elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.